Hey friends, Cosplay Gal here. Today I'm going to be doing steampunk historical-esque Little Mermaid. And so I wanted to hopefully get that done. As you can see, besides the circle lenses that I'm wearing, I already have my makeup on that I was using today. So what I thought that I would do is just sort of add to it and then take everything off and go about my day. So I am going to spray my face very quickly. If y'all notice, my psoriasis is clearing up for the most part. I had to go to the dermatologist again, which is unfortunate. But it looks like the cream that I got is actually working. So there's that. So I'm just gonna use my Il Maquillage. This is the After Party. I am not gonna lie, I am very lazy with my foundation. I just like warm it up with my hands and then just like smear it on my face, which I recognize is not the ideal application. But it's just easier, honestly. And I feel less pressure trying to figure out like techniques that work and don't work. I know that for the most part, when you use like your hands, it's decently good because I mean it like warms up the material for one, but it also like smooths it on. And I'm not a big fan of the way that a lot of makeup feels. I have, big surprise, not really, a lot of sensory issues. This is coming from having ADHD, and that means there are certain things I can't wear or touch or feel, and then like, you know, see and stuff like that, without it triggering like my startle response or some other like unintended experience. So with me, heavy makeup, specifically foundation, really triggers me. I know it's such a strange word. I know we throw that word around a lot, but what I mean by trigger is I feel deeply uncomfortable, like a solid 9 out of 10, and I'm unable to get anything done because all I can focus on is how it feels. I think there might be a hair in my eye, so give me a second. Okay. Like I said, I was a little lazy. This is kind of what I was doing earlier today, so my like cat eye is still here. I think I'll build off of that. This is a great example of what I mean when I say I just kind of like haphazardly do makeup. I just kind of go where I end up. So all right, so we are just gonna do like a nice gray, because I really just want to make the shadows. And I was honestly debating doing a blue gray because I mean mermaid, but I don't have one. But you know, if I had one, I would use it. I mean, I guess theoretically I could make it, but I do not believe that I am that talented or honestly ready for such a thing. So not quite today, but I'll put that on the list. So right now, as y'all see, as y'all know, I'm always doing with the nose, I am creating shadow, attempting to shorten my nose as I'm doing right at the end, but also make it appear a lot thinner by creating shadows with the gray eyeshadow. I'm gonna always said, I find one of the things that like really gets me is that a lot of times I'll accidentally like make my nose crooked, which is unfortunate because my nose already is kind of crooked. So when I make that happen, it's just extra depressing. So I hope you guys are doing well today. Today is stressful. I think I'm just stressed because I'm tired, and it's like a really interesting experience where like I'm tired and I really do want to do my cosplay, but I also don't want to, and I also kind of feel brain dead. So that's unfortunate. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear my cat. He's laying on top of all of my cosplay materials, but it's fine. So I guess today I wanted to talk a little bit about like the types of characters that I'm drawn to. And I mean, I think it's probably pretty obvious the kinds of characters that I'm drawn to. But just to like spell it out, I really appreciate strong female characters. I will rarely cosplay a male character or a male identified character unless I feel connected. And that's not to say that I can't gender bend costumes, but cosplay to me is a way to embody and honor a character. And because it is so personal, and I've created such like an emotional attachment to it in a way, that it's important for me to sort of like follow through with the types of people that I want to honor and emulate. And I just really like strong female characters. A lot of times they have magical powers. I wonder what that means. And they're also beautiful, and the ones that I choose specifically own their sexuality. You know, they make no apologies for their body, and that's how I want to live. Okay, so I'm trying to like round out the eyebrows a bit, because if you remember, Ariel's eyebrows are like half circles kind of, but like obviously my eyebrows don't do that, and I don't want to do that. If y'all didn't notice, my eyebrows are very dark already, and because of that, the idea of gluing them down is just like horrifying. I've tried it a couple of times and I cannot get it to work. So if anyone knows how to do it and do it well, tell me. I want to know. All right, so I'm just gonna do, I think I'm gonna like fake a little upturned button nose. I mean, it is Ariel, so just do a little circle. Yeah. Sometimes when I do this, it works really well, and sometimes when I do it, it does not work at all. So it would be really interesting to see how this one turns out. I mean, like kind of. We'll see. I'm just gonna use my finger like huge, pat it in, pat, 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 pat. So like the types of characters that I also go for, I like to see if I can't identify with them or like understand and align with like who they are and what their motivations are. So like I tell people this all the time. I love Catwoman. And besides the fact that she's sexy and cats, I really appreciate about her that she is an anti-hero. She is the embodiment of what human beings are, right? we're neither all good nor all bad. A lot of times we're somewhat selfish in the way that we live our lives. And then that's kind of Selena in a nutshell. So I'm just gonna, so I haven't quite decided how I want to do my makeup. Sometimes I'll make sure that I like match my makeup with the style of costume that I'm doing. But I'm doing sort of like an inverted military-esque, like steampunk-esque costume for Ariel. And the hair's gonna be super, super curly, half up, half down, which is like super normative for like that Victorian era. But I don't want to do the makeup for that era. I think I'm like going towards a millennial type thing, which is kind of what I always do, I think. I'm also winging it. I have no idea what I'm doing, because I haven't decided. I don't know what I want to do. I think first thing that I will do that I think I should prioritize right now is I am going to line the waterline. Just making it big, because if you notice, I'm wearing my circle lenses and they're very large. I'm gonna pull it out just a little bit right there, so it's like following and then coming down a little. At least I'm gonna try. And as you probably notice, I'm also wiping it off as I go from eye to eye, because, well, I'm not trying to ruin the makeup or my eye. Okay. I hate though when I do this and it gets the like hairs, and then all of a sudden you've got like white hairs. Doesn't look cute. At least I don't think it does. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit more contour, just a little bit, because Ariel is very young. So I think that she would still have like very like a rounded face kind of, but as y'all know, I do not have a rounded face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm swooping in like this to like carve out those cheekbones, because she does kind of have like a heart-shaped face. And then I'm just like coming down like that and trying to shorten the chin a little bit to like mimic a rounder face, which I am like clearly not very good at. But I do my best, as y'all know. And I think because she is so young, I'm going to do a lot of rouge as well. I don't usually pull it down this low either, because I think it makes my face look even longer. But I am like trying to shape it. So I think this is what I mean too, right? Like I'm just kind of learning as I go. I'm watching a ton of YouTube videos and just hoping I get better. All right, and I am mindful of the time, and I promised y'all shorter videos. So here we go. I think what I'd like to do is just to like kind of show y'all, she does have blue eyes, so I'm wondering if I want to like stick with blue eyeshadow. Because technically, if you look, I mean, in the animated version of Ariel, she's not wearing anything. So like this is my way of sort of almost mimicking like how big her eyes are with the color of the eyes, rather than just like making it completely neutral, which I think could have worked as well. So if you notice, I'm like trying to bring this up as well. I'm using my fluffy brush because last time I did such an intense color, it did not look good. So I'm just diffusing the crap out of it. But I'm trying to pull it up similar to how I did my Jessica Rabbit, where I'm trying to make her eye more like cartoony, the way that it is drawn. It also kind of reminds me of like sea foam. And, you know, in the original tale of The Little Mermaid, I'm pretty sure she turns into foam at the end. Either she does or the guy does. I can't remember. But I remember it like scarred the crap out of me. It's not something you want to like hear about. It's just people turning to foam. It's a little weird. All right, I'm wondering if I want to try to do, yeah. So I've been experimenting with doing like blush, but in like non-traditional colors. And I can tell you so far it's not working very well. Hold on. I'm gonna try to use my blush brush. And I think there shouldn't be any product on it, but every now and again, I think when I clean it, it doesn't clean it 100%. Yeah, so there's like a little bit of pink coming off in this. I'm just gonna pat it in here because that's how I like it. It almost kind of reminds me of like the trick where people use like a fishnet, especially for like mermaid costumes. They like use a fishnet and then just like stipple in colors like this. It's also very strange to be using like matte products again, because I think I told y'all I've been having trouble with my skin. So I switched my everyday makeup to like, basically it's all cream or liquid, all of it, on purpose, right? I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Maybe I'll use like a little brush like this, and I'll pull some purple in. And what happens if I try to line it? And this is why I think I need to invest in smaller brushes too, like almost like painter's brushes. I'm just trying to like outline the eye almost. Yeah, and I will, don't worry, I will absolutely diffuse this color, but for now I just need to get it on my face. Oh, I'm kind of interested to see like what other people's opinions of like stylistic choice could be. I mean, obviously it's one of my favorite things to do is to reimagine characters in different styles, clearly. But like sometimes it'd be really fun to know like what y'all would like to see rather than me just sort of like winging it and hoping that you like it. Because like sometimes you might not like it. Just gonna do a nice white right there. Just to pull it into the bottom of the waterline that's white. To sort of give it like a full rounded look. Okay. So I mean like, that's pretty much it. Like I'm not really sure what else I want to do here. I mean, I'm not sure if she would have freckles, but I'm gonna give them to her anyway. This is the Freck Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate because sometimes this does not come out looking good. So I'm gonna use my other mirror. Yep, already messed up, totally fine. But anyway, this is the Freck I mean, it's literally called frack. I'm not just saying that. It's called frack. Yeah, okay. But anyway, it reminds me of henna a little bit, honestly. Just like the color. I hope it's okay. I hope it's looking all right. I'm just going to put like a crap ton of, yeah. Crap ton of glitter all over the lid. Am I going to get fallout? Probably. Yeah, like I'm almost like trying to blend it into the purple as if I was trying to do an ombre look on purpose. This is what I mean, haphazard. I'm just like, oh, I like this. Oh, I don't like this. Let's try something else. And then sometimes I get lucky, like right now. And I tried something else and it just looks good. At least on top of what I already had, right? Just gotta go up a little higher into the crease. I think at some point I'm gonna invest in like actually getting insight on how to do makeup properly for my face once the pandemic chills out and I can, I don't know, talk to a makeup artist or something. I don't know. So I'm going to pull it down just a little bit underneath all that white. But it's not a harsh line because I'm not using black. I'm like debating what to do about that. I almost like might not add anymore. I think I might just do obviously some mascara just to like strengthen the lashes and then fake lashes. And I think that's it. And then I believe she has red lips. But I think I'm gonna do the red that I did last time. I gotta line it first, which is really annoying. Not good at lining my lips, y'all. I did this last time too. All right, here we go. See, this is where the perfectionism kicks in. You know, when they talk about like little rosebud mouth, I can never get that to work. I'm just like, how are you gonna make your lips look like a little rosebud? It has to like kind of look like this, I think. Huh. Oh God. Also, one of the things that I love too, I think I've mentioned before, 2003, Peter Pan was like one of my favorite movies when I think I was like 11 or 12. And I just remember like, you know, when they said that like the little line underneath your lips meant that you had a kiss for someone. And I remember running to the bathroom being like, do I have that? I do. I don't know what it means though, but I have it. All right, let's see if this looks good. I don't know what it is about red lipstick, but I always feel like a little kid putting like their mother's makeup on. Always. Oh, come on, face. I mean, I gotta clean that up in the corner. I promise y'all a shorter video. I do this to you every time. I'm so sorry. Okay. Now I'm just gonna clean it up a little. So just put a little bit of that. And then using my little guy. Is this the right one? No, this is the right one. All right. Awesome. Okay. All right, spraying my face again. Okay. So like I said, I'm not gonna do any eyeliner. I'm just gonna leave it like this. And I'm just gonna make those more intense. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and I've talked about this before. I like it for cosplay because it has an insane hold and clumping, but I do not like this for everyday wear. I just don't think it looks natural enough, and that's kind of the vibe I like to go for, if you couldn't tell. All right. My eyebrows might not be red enough, but I think it should be okay. Why do I feel like something's missing? I don't know. All right. So, like I said to y'all before, right, I am going to be putting the wig itself is very, honestly, it just really reminds me of like Victorian type curls. They're like super tight. It's like almost, honestly, it's like basically a Brave wig. But obviously it's not for Brave, it's for this. It's for Ariel. So I am gonna have to get creative. And then I'd love to know too, like, what kind of characters do you want to see this summer? Because I said before, I'm gonna have a lot more time. So I'm like excited about potentially like just delving into it, right? Okay. All right, wake time, and then we're done. Sorry. Okay. Like I said, the wig itself is, I mean, I love this wig. It's very Brave though. Might be a little too orange for Ariel, but honestly, like, this is the one we got, and I do think that it fits with the theme. Okay, so let me just put it on. All right. It's also like really interesting the way that it sits, like in terms of the just like the weight, the sheer weight of it. But then, yeah, I think I might do, so I've got this thing, because you know how Ariel's hair kind of comes out like this? So I'm wondering if I can like, I mean, kind of. maybe. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Alright, we'll see. I think this should be good. I'm like fidgeting with it now, and I promised you a shorter video, and this is what's happening. I'm rambling like a weirdo. Bobby pin. Okay. I will play with it, I promise. But it's basically done. Alright. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope y'all have a fantastic day.